All right, here is a short video on how to create your first product listing. And this is just for Val. Do not share this video with anyone because I'm going to be accessing some screens that show my Amazon backend. So this is just for you, Val. Okay, so on our phone call yesterday, we got up to the point where you enter your product ID. So you want to make sure this here is on UPC. And by this time you should have created your UPC codes through the GS1 account, and I sent you a separate video on exactly how to do that. So if you haven't watched that video, please stop this video and create your UPC code. Once you have your UPC, you just copy and paste that number here. So let's just say it's that, okay? It's going to ask you anything that has a red asterisk next to it means it's information that you have to put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to an existing listing that we've already created so we can compare the two. So I will use actually no, let's go back to the one that I just did this week. Make it easy because I just did it. Let's see here. We'll use this one. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to go to the exact page that you were at. So you're on this vital info page, right? So you can see that this is going to end up looking like this once you have information saved. Right now it's all blank. So just comparing. So where it says product name or brand name, your brand name, I guess it's a little bit different here because we haven't selected a category and all that yet. Or maybe it's because of the category it looks a little different from category to category. So your brand name and your manufacturer name should be the same because you're selling your own brand. You're the manufacturer and you're the brand. So just put in whatever you want to call your company at this point, ABC Magnets, whatever it is. And your manufacturer will be the same. Okay, so ours is a little different just because we have multiple brands under Lifestyle Dynamics. We have Dynamic Chef, we're going to have Dynamic Fitness and Dynamic other things, but it's all within the company of Lifestyle Dynamics, okay? So in your case, you're just going to have those two matching. Part number, it doesn't matter. You can literally just go 0000001. You can put 3 zeros and a 1. It's your first product. You will probably change part numbers later once you have multiple products. But for now, you can literally just put, the number 1. I would just probably put 1 for now. So manufacturer, of course, would be the same thing. Product name, this is going to be essentially your title. So what I'd like you to do here is, part of your homework assignment was to create a title. And mine's a little different, the order here, but it says product name, and that's the title that I sent you kind of I sent you a Word document that had that on there. So if you look, an example, right? If you look, if you go to Amazon.com and you search for, we'll just find our actual products here. Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't actually have it listed yet because that product is not live. We don't have any inventory in. But when it says the product name, they're referring to the title, which is this part here. Okay, so go ahead and type in your title there. And the number of items, that usually won't be applicable when you're selling FBA, but this does not know that you want to sell FBA yet. So just go ahead and put in like 100 for now. It doesn't matter what number you put in there. But when you're selling FBM, fulfilled by merchant, Amazon wants to know that you do have inventory. So actually, since you're setting up an FBM listing, just go ahead and put 1 for now, because we don't want to lie and say that you have 100 units. Okay, good. And then I think that they make you also put anything that has a little exclamation point means there's vital info. So under condition, you're going to put new, and your price, just put whatever your starting price is. So let's say $10.95 or $12.95, whatever you decide that is. You can change that later. Now this is the important part right here. This is where you decide if you're gonna create one listing right now, which is fulfilled by merchant. So you're gonna click the I want to ship this item myself to the customer if it sells. Okay, good. So that means that you are going to create a fulfilled by merchant listing. All right, so for some reason they ask you for quantity again. We'll put in 1 for now. And let's see, you have the option to save as inactive now and add its offer back in later. Okay, that's fine, we already did that. So let's go back here and see if there's anything else. Product name, oh, put a product name in here, ABC, amazing magnets. Let's just, whatever, blah. We're just basically I'm trying to show you once you fill in all of the, we found possible matching products. Wow, this is new. They never did this before. They're really trying to get you to make sure that you're not selling somebody else's, that you're not creating a new listing that's already for sale on Amazon. So we found possible matching products. To continue, confirm the correct match for your product. Don't see the right product. Try adding other information, the vital info tab. Go back and edit. Oh, here we go. Part number. Okay, so part number 1 is specified. Oh, okay, so what you should do here is probably just use the same product ID, because there's no way that's going to match up with any other part number in their catalog. All right, so this isn't letting me do it because it's trying to match up this number with something else, but your UPC code will not be in Amazon's category anywhere because you're literally just now creating it. So this is a new feature. I've never done this before, but this is pretty cool. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. So they want to make sure that your part number is in fact unique. Cool. So once you enter in all that information, it will allow you to save and finish. And looks like they're asking for more details here. Model number, you can just put model number 1 or something like that. So once you fill in all the information, it should allow you to save it. Again, once your UPC code is saved, it will, see, I think the reason we're getting this warning is because I'm not entering a real unique UPC down here, so I don't know, I've never seen this before. But once you save it, you'll have the basic information. Then you'll want to go ahead and go through, I'm going to walk you through what information you want in your listing. So package quantity 1, I don't really know what that means. I just kind of put that in there, meaning we're selling one unit per order, right? We're not selling like 2 packages with the order. Package quantity. Editing this attribute can be potentially dangerous. Please edit with caution. Don't know what that means. Unit count 7 ounces. Okay, so you just kind of go in here and fill out the information that looks like it's important for your customers to know. Variations means if you had like, a blue one and a red one, you'd create 2 variations. In this case, you're not going to have more than 1 variation. Okay, your offer. Once you've created your product, you will automatically be assigned a SKU, so you don't have to worry about that. Your price is like your retail price. So it's kind of like your MSRP, if you will. And then country as labeled, so you're obviously labeling it in the United States. Your sale price. When you create a sale price, that's the price you're actually going to sell it for when you launch the product. So let me show you what that looks like. Here we go. Let's see here. So that's your sale price right there. Okay. Let me give you a better example of what it will look like. So normally on a product, listing, you will have price here, and then you'll have your sale price. Okay, so that's the price and then the sale price. And you have to enter a start date and an end date. I usually put the end date way out in the future, like 10 years from now. And that's really important because sometimes you'll set your price, and this is really our standard price that we sell it for every day. And if you put a sale end date that's not too far out in the future, it might end, and then your price jumps back up to your MSRP, and very few people are going to buy it for $23, so then your sales tank, right? So in order to prevent that, you just put that way out in the future. Cool. Images. You know, on this example, I only have 2 images right now. I will create more later, but you can start with 1 or none. You don't have to have an image to save this. You only need that vital information that we showed you on the last page to actually get the listing onto Amazon. Your description, you're going to literally pull this off that Word document that I sent you. So your vital info, this is the title at the top of the document, and then your description are the 5 bullet points. And then your product description, you know, we have it in HTML code, so it looks like this when you paste it. It's all just one giant paragraph with HTML, very minimal HTML coding. But when you look at it on Amazon, this is how it looks, with bold and with check marks and all that kind of stuff. All right? So that's what the description is. Keywords, this is not super important when you're just getting started, but as you get to know your product and your category, you want to put like some of the main keywords in there. If you're using merchant words, you can plug in those keywords here. Merchant words is just a software program where you can find keywords. But I mean, you can actually find the main keywords for your product by searching things like, you know, magnet. If you type in the main keyword magnet, and then you can look down here and find anything that's applicable, right? So like magnet clips, magnet board, magnet tape, magnet hooks. You can put hooks, tape, board, letters, clips. You only want to use one word, each word once, right? So I wouldn't put, you know, pepper spice, pepper flavoring, pepper seasoning, pepper salt. Notice the word pepper is only in there once, but it can be combined with any of these other words. So put a few of your main keywords in there. Don't go crazy with that. You're going to add to this over and over again as the listing kind of seasons, right? And then more details, you don't really need to fill any of this in. I did, but you might want to put your package dimensions and the weight just so that's listed. And that just gives sellers a little bit more information when they scroll down to additional details down here. Product information. This is where it's pulling all of this information from your back-end listing. Okay? That's pretty much it. Creating a listing is not that complicated at all. So once you have those basic fields filled out, we'll go through it one more time. So vital info are the product name, the brand name, the manufacturer. Of course, you're going to have the product ID already assigned, and the quantity, the variations, you're not going to have any. The offer is your selling price, and your sale price with the dates on it. The SKU will be automatically assigned once you've initially saved your product. Your images, your bullet points and description in HTML, a few keywords to get started to help index your product. And if there's anything real important that you want to put here, most of it you can leave blank. Then you just click Save and Finish. And once you do that, yes. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes, because I don't really want to make any changes. So it'll take you back to your inventory page, and then you'll have one listing, right? So it'll probably look more like this, because on this brand we only have one listing, right? So it'll just look like this. You'll have your one listing there. and once you get inventory in stock, like if you set this at 0, when you set up your listing, I'll go back and just show you that real quick. So when you had offer, see, this is an FBA. Let's do this. Switch it back. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I want to show you what it looks like when you have an FBM listing. I'll show you. We actually do have a couple of FBM listings. So once you set up your FBM and FBA listing, you'll notice that there's two. They're actually different listings. So this one here is the FBM, meaning fulfilled by merchant, and this one is the FBA. FBM won't have all of these extra fees, which is the shipping fees. But what I wanted to show you is here we go. I don't know exactly. Oh, here it is, quantity. Okay, see that? If I put a number in there right now and I saved it, then this would show up with a number in it. Okay, and I guess you could probably edit it right here too. It looks like you don't actually have to go edit it in the back. So once you get new inventory, you can just type in a number, I think, or you have to click here and put it in the quantity. And then that'll make the listing live again, so it'll show up on Amazon, right, as live. You'll have to go find it. That should be it for setting up a listing. So we'll just keep the video pretty simple for now.